we have the experiences that are pancaked, and they constitute sort of the mental history of who and what we are to us, until we try to look a little deeper and find out what consciousness is in general, or where we might come from, who we are, not connected to our externals. And it's almost like that stuff is spinning all the time and throwing off things that are from our past. So as I look at something, some rough edge will catch, and none of it is Photoshopped. It's all done in one exposure. I don't do multiple exposures. If you look closely at it, frequently you'll see things in the background, because it shows that these techniques that I use are outside the camera. It proves that they're outside the camera, because for so long I would show my work to people and they would just say, "Oh, that's good Photoshop." Just like, wait a minute. The particular bunny, I have a couple of bunny masks, but the particular bunny mask that I really love, and that reminds me of when I wore a bunny suit for Easter in a psychiatric hospital for the geriatric ward, when I was a psychiatric patient on another ward. That is what I associate with the bunny that's in the kiss, and I guess the doll heads in the eyes. I had these things, and I started using them in pictures, and I started looking for things that I could use in pictures. But in the long run, it's been something that's fun and full of life, and a way of bonding with other people. And the objects that you see, I've accumulated through meeting people all over the world. I'm drawn to these items because of an aesthetic that I developed, and I put them together, and then I create a story, and the title comes as a way to flesh out the story. And frequently there's a social or political message, as in with depression or self-esteem, or our buddy here.
For every one new regulation, 2 old regulations must be eliminated.
That's the most interesting thing in the world to me is people and consciousness. And I used to think that I had previous lives, and I don't really think about that anymore. I tend to think about the moment as being the only thing that's real. Now it's a little bit harder to have a voice as a photographer, and I was struggling with that, and this is where I ended up. I really just wanted to have my own. This answers all the concerns I had about photography.